It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll see the Buccaneers leader at quarterback. Your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Bucs and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you that he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 68 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this scrimmage?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off play action. Richards.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. He'll get it inside the 20.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur back there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Andrew Beck, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time.
And leading them out, their signal caller. Now it is 4th season in the NFL. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Second down, back to Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten. And they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Lined up as a loss on the play, so now they're still on a 3rd down and 12. This defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
That's not the half of it. There were 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he's at the 45-yard line. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second down, this is Wilson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, winning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this one caught downfield by Evans. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
On second down, here's Fournette. And not... line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Touchdown! Mike Evans. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And out third down and 6 to go. We are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on third down. Richards got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a give. Running left is Wilson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Richards. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Wilson with a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Richards. And he's got his man on the out route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. On first down, Richards. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup. 3.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've got to make lanes for your runners.
This drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. York able to send this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, has got almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Holding, offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got down for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Back to throw here. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They got to get to the 23 here on third. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So he splits the uprights. It has to be a nice feeling. Right when he left his foot up, I knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going to be.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. Throwing on first down. Richards. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw on second down. Richards over the middle, complete. It's Bradley. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to bring down much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, Richards. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught by Evans. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Oh, he pulled, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Gallis now on for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Richards. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now whistles and timeout. Looks like we've got Vikings slow to get up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look. And we will take a short break. So it's third and long, and defensively now a real surprise there in the dive. Looking to throw. Richards flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try to make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete right side to Otten. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Up the gun, Fournette. Oh, good move. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation in 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
It's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game was starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, Richards, middle of the field to Jefferson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's what the injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Richards. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Richards. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Richards. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
One thing should look for when you run drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. In this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down. Richards to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Read option, this is White. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin from 17 yards out. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the map there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
The extra point up and good. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Check right. Black one. Check pitch.
Throwing on first down. Richards. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun. Richards. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
This one taken in by Otten. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a big 32-yard play on third. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They go play action here on first down. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Richards. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Richards, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bucs, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against